As far as Roman and Jacob, oh my goodness, I loved the promo. I loved it.
Now
I
that was a
mean,
shock. That was a shock for me.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting
that
Jacob
was
to
a
put
shocker.
himself in the picture that soon.
now what made the promo really interesting? You have some heels who will say, "Give me a week to determine if I want to accept your challenge." Roman got to the point where it's like he's so cocky, he's letting you know, "Hey, you don't want this smoke. You're not ready for this." And I'm gonna show you that you're not ready for this. I'm gonna actually give you a week to think about it, and I'll guarantee you that you'll realize you're not ready for this.
I think it was more trying to attack his confidence because we know Jacob's the most confident person of that bloodline that's up there, or at least a Roman as far as the confident level of being able to perform. So I think it was kind of more or less. I'm going to make you doubt your confidence by making you wait a week before I decide to tell you we're going to have this match or not.
Okay, so I got a completely different suspicion here.
All right.
I think it's a psychological game to wear Jacob down to acknowledging him. So here's how I think it's going to go down. He's asking Jacob, "Is this something you really want to do? Do you really want to be in this spotlight? Are you ready for the spotlight?" Because I think that Roman sees potential in Jacob, just like he saw potential in Jay. He, called Jay main event. He was prepping Jay to be the next tribal chief. I think he sees the potential in Jacob, but he doesn't feel Jacob is ready yet. He feels Jacob needs something extra to get him to that next level. So two goals. I want Jacob to get to that next level, and I want to unite my family and make us a powerhouse like we used to be. So here's what I think is going to happen. Jacob's going to come back next week and says, "Yes, I do want to fight you," and Roman's going to accept. And they're going to go out and they're going to have a banger of a match. And Jacob's going to come maybe that close to getting it, but not quite. And he's going to be feeling disappointed at the end. And Roman is going to step up. He's going to stand up and walk towards him. And he's going to hold his hand out. He's going to hold his hand out. Jacob's going to take it. He's going to lift him up. And Jacob is going to acknowledge him. And I believe that
Mm,
Jacob is going to be the enforcer for the new bloodline. It's going to be Roman, the Usos, and Jacob. Now, I think this is going to be like a new type of bloodline. It's not going to be before where Roman is kind of bossing them around and they're all just kind of following what he says. I think there's going to be a lot more individuality with this one, but I really see Jacob being an enforcer for the bloodline and them them being WWE using that to push him further. Now, something I also see, and this is going out much, much further because this plays into the MFT storyline. We see they're building up to a mutiny in the blood in the MFT, and what the storyline I'm seeing here is when Solo gets ready to kick Tama Tonga out, he's going to assume that the rest of the group is going to side with him, but they're not because you got to keep in mind three of those guys are brothers, and Solo is willing to fight his brothers, obviously, but they may not be necessarily willing to fight their brothers. So when he goes to kick Tama out, they're all going to turn on him instead. So they're going to kick Solo out of the MFT. So we fast forward to War Games, and I think Solo is going to come back begging to his family for help, and we're going to get the Tongans versus Samoans at some point.
that's interesting. I mean, what you think, Curtis?
I mean, I wouldn't look past that. That would be really interesting. Now, whether that'll actually happen, well, we'll have to stay tuned for that.
Anybody else's hands, this is a microphone. In my